Today I would like to show you how to connect the units in second possible way, how I promised last week. So in the first video, the previous video, you can see how we made units for these stars, and we connected them in the first way, which is a bit easier. And for today I show you how to connect them in a bit more complicated way, but I like the option it gives us. So these stars are all connected in the second way. If you compare those two possibilities, you see that here we have three flaps which can be shaped, carved a bit like this, for example, or which we can keep as it is. But here we didn't have such an option, because those flaps are not free to be shaped. That's the difference between the two options, and what it allows us is also, what I like is that we can connect even only 3 units like this. It's nice from both sides. It's my personal favorite, but not everybody likes this symmetry because it looks really like a triangle altogether. Some people prefer maybe connection with 4 units, which are also interesting and quite unusual. So to do that, and we can also connect like 6 units or 7 units and carve the inner petals. To show you how to connect them, I will disconnect this one, and I will try to show you. So you can see here. So here we have 2 units, and now we are going to use, if you look from behind the unit, there is this little flap inside, and this is what we will do. Before we were using it, this was the flap we were inserting, but now we will use this whole inside part, we will insert to the pocket. On other unit, your pocket is here. If you push it lightly from this point, the pocket will open. So that's a good thing to do beforehand, before you start connecting the units, that you open it a bit. And then it's important to prepare the second unit like this. And what I'm going to do is to insert this inside part to this point. So I'm sliding it inside, and I go as far as it goes, so that the units are, if you look from here, you can't see anymore any flap from that original unit. And if we look from other side, this flap is free. The connection is stable enough once it is all connected, but during the process is a bit difficult to handle it and to handle everything. So I recommend, as for previous version, that you hold with your one hand, you hold all the previously connected units together so that it doesn't fall apart. So we do the same thing. I prepare the one unit, opening the pocket, and I bring this together. You see what I am doing? If I am pushing a bit, it also separate all these layers inside, so I can now slide this in. Now we have 3 units, and I will show you first how to connect all 8 units together, and then I will show you how to connect 3, because that's a bit different. Okay, so once more, I open it here. I bring this, you may try without even holding this point together. Sometimes it works better. This one is tricky. This connection is tricky. and so you have to find your way around. I am warning you that it's the last units, connecting last unit to the other, it's quite complicated, and sometimes it doesn't work at all. If that happens to you, I recommend to put it aside, breathe deeply, calm down and try again. Maybe it will work. For example, last time I wanted to make video for showing you also this connection, but as I was doing the video it just didn't work. So it's like it is. Sometimes these things can be challenging. Now I prepared both parts as 4 units and as 4 units. You don't have to do it like that. You can continue and connect all 8 parts together first. I just to not lose as much time connecting all of them, I just opted for this option, and again you slide it in. It's quite difficult to show you everything. What's the problematic, what's the instability of this model is this movement in this this direction. So you can lose the connection till it is not completely closed by this movement, like units can slide away from the pocket. So now we are in this stage, and I put this in front, we turn around. Okay, we see that now all the units has the right orientation, and we put this unit back. Okay, what to do now? Now it comes complicated matters. So if you look from this side, you see here we have the two, the flap. What's the complication now is that it tends to open, that this corner tends to open, and then it's really very hard to put the flap into this pocket. And you have only 2 hands and it's really demanding. So what I recommend is that you turn this, you push this a bit, like folding it here, and then you try to do it. There's paper which is going to your way, but it looks like now it may work for me. It's like really you have to try, you have to fight with it a bit. Okay, I wasn't fighting that much this time. If we check from other side, we see this. We can shift it all a bit so that we have it all good around here. And now what we can do is to curl these parts. For that I am usually, you can use any kind of stick. Sorry, I forgot to take my, but you can use also knitting needles, and you curl it like this, and it also stabilizes the connection, because now you are curling both units together, because the connection is in this part, is the connected part. So if you do this, you arrive like this, and you have your star done. So this is the first version, and I wanted to show you, you can also use 7 or 6 units. We saw it somewhere, yes, here is. It's quite nice with 6 units. You can curl the petals, you can play with the shaping as you want. Knitting needles or some stick is all what you need for that. The back side looks like this, and this is not the, it's curled, it's stable, you can't see it fall apart, so that should work. And now to show you how to connect 3 of the units, I unfold this, you see, if we flip it, we can get into this shape. So that's maybe not a bad idea. So the beginning is the same. You connect three units as in the same way we did now. So this over, you open this and you put it together. Good. And now you see that 3 units, it's just not enough. Exactly, it's just not enough. So we have to open the units a bit to have more space, to take more space so that we can connect them. And what we do is that I am pulling this here. You see how the unit is taking more places. And I do the same on other unit, and I do the same on the third unit. So I'm creating already the shape which is similar to the final shape. I turn around so you can see here how it looks like. And what's going on here, like we have to bring this and slide this flap, this golden flap, inside this red part. That's where the complication starts. It's the same thing as we did before. You have to fight with it, sometimes more, sometimes less. You can be lucky. You can try maybe to make it kind of like shorter, just with, because you can, important is to get the tip, the very top point of it inside the pocket, and then you should somehow be able to force it inside. I hope you've seen it. If not, just go back and watch some slow it down, the video. But the principle is always the same. The only difference was that we opened the unit a bit more so that it takes more space. And if you look here, we don't have to, the units are not open that much. This part is less open than here, so that they fill the plane. We fill the plane with 4 units. If you look from back sides, they're quite nice also from here. And we can try the same thing as we did before. If you prefer, you can even use it like this, like a small bowl for free, I don't know, chocolate, little chocolates or bonbons or something. And here you have similar situation with 4 of them. And if you don't want it like this, you just push it back. We can try what happens if we do this with 6 units. It's also not that bad. It's quite nice. So I think this is a nice model with which allows you to play and experiment, even if it is difficult. And if you manage to do it, if you didn't give up, I'm really very glad and very happy. And I hope you will enjoy the model, even if it is more challenging. That maybe even I didn't know that it is that challenging in the time when I was putting this second connection in the book. So I have some fun, hopefully, not only the bad suffering. And see you at some new video. Bye.